Aging. Is it just a number? Or like me, you think that expression is a crock? Do Tom Brady and Mick Jagger set standards that none of us can meet? Do we just want to slap them silly when we feel that twinge of arthritis? Okay, more than just a twinge. And then we watch when Jagger runs up and down the stage at age 78 during his latest concert tour. And we wonder when Tom Brady looks better now at 45 than he did at 25. Is 60 the new 40? Enough of the rant. On the TV show Grace and Frankie, Jane Fonda turns to Lily Tomlin and asks, "Why does everything have to hurt?" That's what I really want to know. As you get older, why does everything have to hurt? I decided to face the pain of this research so that you don't have to. As we age, muscles get tighter, our ligaments become less flexible, and when we get injured, we take longer to heal. Now, as someone who was never very flexible anyway, this was not good news. On top of that, when I look in the mirror, I don't know about you, but I don't remotely resemble Christy Brinkley and Chris Evert, even though I'm the same age as these two genetic lottery winners. But that is just the pain of ego, not the physical pain part. When you're young, you bend. When you're old, you break. That was Candace Bergen after breaking her collarbone. The body naturally removes old bone and replaces it with new bone. The cells that remove old bone are called osteoclasts, and the cells that replace that bone are called osteoblasts. When we are growing, new bone is laid down faster than it is lost. We reach our peak bone mass at age 30. Around age 40, things start to go downhill. Yeah, you knew that was coming, didn't you? At around that age, less bone is replaced and bones start to thin. Osteoarthritis causes the cartilage to wear away and we start to feel stiffness and pain. On the show 60 Minutes Australia, the interviewer asked Mick Jagger, "Please give all those 70-plus-year-old men hope out there and tell us that you wake up stiff in the morning." Jagger's response, "No." What? Now, I have no clue if Jagger is lying or not. I have seen him recently in concert, and his mobility is more than impressive, even for a young man. And he has some pretty impressive abs. In the 60 Minutes Australia interview, Ron Wood, when asked about this, said that Jagger works at it. But for those of us mere mortals, why do we wake up stiff? Why am I having to do the happy baby pose and the windshield wiper before I get out of bed? One reason is, over time, our joints lose water content. The ligaments and tendons become stiff and leathery, which leads to the soreness and stiffness we experience. Ligaments also shorten. I really believe mine were short already. Add to that normal wear and tear of the cartilage, and those joints won't feel like they used to feel. The cartilage in your joints is slick so that it enables bones to glide and absorb the shock of movement. When it wears away, it's not so slick anymore. The synovial fluid inside the synovial joints decreases as cartilage becomes thinner. Examples of synovial joints are the elbow, hip, and knee. Synovial fluid lubricates the joints and keeps everything moving. Aching joints can also be caused by extra weight that has been put on over the years. Guilty as charged. As we age, one thing we notice is a change in our vision. You may think you need longer arms. This doesn't really hurt. Well, okay, maybe it hurts your wallet. We'll count that as a hurt. Some of the changes you may notice are, 1, that you may need more light when you read. This happens because muscles that control the pupil weaken, and the pupil is also smaller. We may notice difficulty reading and doing close work since the lens gets less flexible and it becomes harder to focus. We have problems with glare. As the lens gets less flexible as light enters the eye, it's scattered and is less focused on the retina. The lens starts to discolor. This makes it harder to distinguish between color shades. Reduced tear production leads to dry eyes. Sometimes that can hurt. The lens becoming less flexible also results in difficulty going from looking at faraway objects to objects that are close. This is because it's difficult for the lens to change focus. This is called presbyopia, a condition we refer to as needing longer arms, or as my optometrist said, a condition called too many birthdays. You always love a doc with a sense of humor. Even the Greeks twisted the knife on us old fogies, as presbyopia comes from the Greek words prespis, means elderly person, and ops, which means eye. At this point, bifocals and progressive lenses enter your life, causing pain in your wallet. The good news is around age 60, the changes in your near vision should stop and prescription changes become less frequent. As we get older, we have things that sag, bag, and drag, and one of those saggy things is our skin. Those wrinkles seem to appear overnight. Is my face getting longer? My eyes smaller? My skin blotchier? I asked my dermatologist a while ago what the red blotch marks on my face were. Sun damage, he replied. How do I get rid of it? I asked. Visit a plastic surgeon, he replied. I played tennis for a lot of years, and I'm one of those people that burst into flames when the sun comes out. Was not too surprised when I was told that I had sun damage. But plastic surgery? Don't want to spend the money or feel the pain. Okay, it's the money. There are some changes in our skin that occur naturally with aging. Some of these are skin becoming rougher, developing skin lesions, skin becoming slack due to loss of elastic tissue, skin becoming more transparent as the epidermis thins. Skin becomes more fragile as the area between the dermis and the epidermis flattens. Skin becomes more easily bruised due to thinner blood vessels. That's just a few. Changes below the skin include loss of fat below the skin in the cheeks, temples, chin, nose, and eyes. This leads to a leaner look, looser skin, sunken eyes, and wrinkling. Cartilage is lost in the nose, which causes drooping at the tip of the nose. Gravity and facial movements also causes changes in the skin. Gravity? So gravity doesn't just sag your boobs as you age? When I was deciding where to get my tattoo, I decided against the cleavage location. Didn't want that rose to turn into a hanging basket. That smile to turn upside down. Well, you get the message. But I'm off topic. Gravity causes drooping of the eyebrows and eyelids, jowls and double chins and longer earlobes. Facial movement lines become more visible as skin loses its elasticity. Skin becomes drier and winter itch becomes more common. Think that's depressing? Wait until you hear what we did to ourselves. Smoking reduces blood flow to the skin by causing narrowing of capillaries. Never did that, thank God. Sun damage as the sun breaks down elastin, causing skin to sag and wrinkle. Oh. There is hope, however. According to Dr. Stephanie Seacrest, you can stay active and feel good, but you have to put some work into it. So I guess we become like an old car. More maintenance. Proper conditioning is a three-legged stool: flexibility, cardio conditioning, and strength. Don't cut one of those legs off like the federal government did to my Social Security. Hashtag down with the WEP. Hashtag I want what I paid. Hashtag honor your original commitment. But I guess that's for another video. Increasing flexibility through stretching can alleviate aches and pains because it improves the pliability of the ligaments that support the joints. This advice comes from Dr. Seacrest, not Tom Brady. Okay, Tom Brady too, but Dr. Seacrest has more initials after her name. Improving cardio conditioning not only improves the cardiovascular system, but along with a healthy diet, can help take off that extra weight alluded to earlier. Increasing strength can be done by doing weight-bearing exercise. Something I didn't know is that exercise in the standing position, such as jogging, power walking, elliptical trainers, and cross-country skiing, condition the muscles in the trunk and can alleviate back pain. By strengthening these core muscles, it takes the load off of the back and helps to support the upper body and the spine. Do you get a backache when standing too long like I do? This could be the issue. So when you're pumping all that iron, don't forget your core. Strength training can also help with aching joints because strengthening the muscles that cross the joint helps to stabilize it. Inactivity stiffens the joints and weakens muscles. Remember the saying, if you don't use it, you lose it? Staying active lubricates the joints and improves flexibility. As we get older and become less active, we lose muscle strength, which can lead to falls. Exercising regularly improves bone health. Weight-bearing exercise causes bone to be laid down, thereby increasing bone strength, which is good if you're concerned about osteoporosis. In a nutshell, exercising makes joints more flexible, minimizes bone loss, helps to maintain muscle mass, and helps to keep weight down to prevent wear and tear on the joints. I hope I didn't depress you too much with this video. As Betty Davis said, getting old ain't for sissies. But on the other hand, you can make things better by taking care of yourself, and keep on keeping on. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that this old lady can keep on keeping on.